Yeah. Hello, my name is Sigmund and Jack Blake, and I'm gonna teach you um, how to download Git, install it, and add it to pad. And how to use how to use it in PowerShell 7.3 on Windows Terminal. First, we're gonna download Git. Where is it? Okay. We're going to go to search for Git, and I use .duck.go for this. You click on here for download for Windows, or if you're on Linux or Windows or Mac OS. After you click, you will have, good God, something dark, please. You will have a download like this. Sure, I just have it around here. Like this. You double click it, and double click it, see what happens. I'm not going to continue with the process because I already have it installed, but you just need to click install. And well, it's gonna ask you a bunch of other questions. The most important ones are that you need to click on that you want to use Nano as your command web, your command editor, command line editor. And well, that's more of a personal choice, but it also asks you if you want your master branch, if your master branch to be main, the log of your repository to be called master or to be called main. It traditionally has been master since the inception of Git, and it had a reason with the like master and slave. Master being the one that's on GitHub, and the ones that you download and clone every the other place are the slave copies. But I don't know why. Well, people start to think that maybe that's not as nice as of nice people, and decided to give you an option and to call it main or other name that you want, because that word supposed to be offensive for some people. But it's a personal matter in my regards, a personal choice. And if you don't configure that, it's also going to be called master. So after you do that, you will have something like this. Sorry. Git bash. But I personally don't like git bash. I personally like using git inside my PowerShell. So in order to be able to do that, to be able to call git / version, you need to add it to pad. And to add it to pad, you need to edit your system variables. So go there. You click here on variables. You click here on the one that's called path, because you need to add Git to your path. Double click, and in case you click another one and a new one, it will be here. You like mine, it's here. See program files Git CMD. You need to choose to find where you installed your Git. In my case, it's well, In my case is this one, the one that says this one, files git. Let's see, I'm in the root, okay. Let's see, program, so I'm just gonna put the program files, and here this is your here you go to the root, like the usual way. See local drive C, program files, Git, or whatever you installed it, and you click here. You in Windows 10 there was a little nice option to, well, here it is. Copy access root. You double click. You go to the variables and you go you copy the one from here, and then you paste it here. You put accept. I may ask you to reboot. You go ahead and do that, and after you do, you will be able to open your PowerShell or your command line, your your symbol system in there, and you will be able to say git / version. Okay. So it's not going to be enough nice as it should. I need to have a background just in case. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. So there you got it. You have it. Also, to be able to download PowerShell, you can either go here and, well, say download PowerShell 7, and you need to go to the GitHub desktop. It's usually more straightforward. You just click on, but it's gonna redirect you. Dear Lord, where's the GitHub desktop? GitHub. This is going to redirect you to the GitHub downloads for PowerShell 7.3 for Windows, for 64 bits or for 32 bits. Or you can optionally use this winget install ID Microsoft.PowerShell source winget, the latest one. You can get this, and first search this, and then you use the ID and whatever, and you click. You open PowerShell 5. That this is PowerShell 5. You can open it here, and copy. You do this, copy. Why do I have another instance? Let me open it just here. PowerShell. You go this. You wait until it gathers all the necessary, data. Searching for the latest PowerShell release. And here it tells us that the latest stable PowerShell it's 7.3, and you just need to copy here, paste it, and it will run automatically, and it will install the PowerShell. In my case, I won't do it because I already got it. And then when you open it, you will be able to see a PowerShell sorry. Power. Oh, sorry, PowerShell. PowerShell 7, and that's it. Here it doesn't say PowerShell 7 as I think it's for the Windows terminal, but if you just wanted to say that, you can just go here and click on the name, just save it. Before you had to modify the JSON, but right now you can just go do it like from here, and then you'll have, you know, like PowerShell 7. Like we close this instance, we'll create a new one. It will say PowerShell 7 instead of just PowerShell. Well, the most used commands for PowerShell, you know, to access a Git repository, cd. I don't know. Maybe we want to create a Git repository on the cd. We're on D drive. Let's choose ls. This is my main folder. Just go cd. How about cd docus? That's not my main document folder, but my main document folder it's under OneDrive, and sometimes using the terminal with OneDrive it kind of messes a little bit. So I just like to keep a separated documents folder for when I use Git for my stuff. Oh, sorry. It's called docus. Or you can alternately do this and just go there and just click on it. Here we already have one folder, so we can do mkdir to create a new directory. It's for make directory. I don't know. English Git. Make the directory. And once we have an empty directory, we can start using Git to create a new Git repository. We say just Git init, and I will initialize an empty Git repository in our folder. Just go second, cd. It just started on Git, so just go and remove it. Give me a second, because I just missed it. Sometimes I do that, I create the this is the Git folder. You can, if you want to delete a folder from Git or repository, just delete the Git folder. But it's a hidden folder, so you need to have the hidden elements on your Windows Explorer. So let's just navigate to the route that we actually established. Docus English Git. No, that's the one, the empty repository. So we're gonna go there. Git init again. Now initialize the empty repository in the proper route, and then we can just go there. You can use EE space point to open the directory. And I'm just going to create, actually I'm gonna create it from here. New item to create a new item from the terminal. Give it the text, the command, the file format that you want. In this case, is going to be English2.txt. And we already created. Yeah, I could actually open it from here if I just had Nano installed. The thing is that I don't have Nano installed, and it will take a time to install it just on camera. So time is of the essence. So I'm just gonna do this. English2. What was it? I just usually remember how was it. Notepad. No, it was not like that. Sorry, I just kind of forgot. It was that way. So reopen on the other window. Then we can do hey, this is a new Git repository. Use Control V to save, close it, and we're gonna say Git status, and there's an untracked file called English2. We don't say Git add a space, a point to add all the files in the add all the files that are on track on the folder. Otherwise, we can just go git status again. It says that there's a change to be committed, like English2.txt. You say git commit for the message added text file. You do that. Now we have to go to GitHub to store a repository on a remote repository. You need to create a GitHub account. In this case, this is my GitHub account. Welcome to it. Let's go create a new repository. You can use it from there, but I just want you to look at my profile. So let's see, repositories, new, private, because I don't want anyone else to see it. This is just a test. English test. I think that if you don't have GitHub Pro, you will not be able to make it private, or you will have like a limited amount of private repositories, but I'm not so sure on that. So just go ahead and check it out when you're creating your GitHub account. If you use the .edu domain, you will get the GitHub Pro free. And I recommend the GitHub Developer Pack because it has a lot of programs too for free, and it's so good. Okay, well, you can say the description. This is a test for an English tutorial. I just recommend to leave it empty that way and just create a repository. Here first we already did this and this. I'm just going to create the readme. So we're doing from the command line. We're going to say new-item dot get ignore new-item dot get. No, we don't need attributes for this, just a text. Dot readme.md. Let's open the get ignore notepad.getIgnore. Even if it's not a text.txt, Notepad can open this. That's the beauty of Notepad. It can open almost any type of archive or file. So the git ignores, you can find it here. Oh shit. Sorry. Git ignore. Oh, sorry. Well, there's a GitHub repository called Git ignores. I just don't exactly remember what's ignore. It's because it's searching on this repository. Sorry. It's to search on all GitHub. GitHub./gitignore. Because GitHub also has its own Git. And there's a bunch of different Git ignores for whatever you're using. In this case, we can use the Unity one. Unity.gitignore. Unreal Engine, Visual Studio. Let's use the Visual Studio because it's more according to what we need. I mean, we will not need to need a git ignore because it's just a text message, the text file, but it's a good practice to add one. And well, just to show you, you will click it. You can also alternatively write your own git ignore, but just if you're working with something that's a recognized program like a Unreal Engine, Unity, Visual Studio, it's just best to get if you're in a hurry, the best get the pre-made one. We just saved it, and then we can have the. We could also put something on the README. It's just I don't. Well, I think maybe if I do it this way, I think it may work. Cause I'm still not. No, I'm still learning the ropes of the Markdown language, which is the language READMEs are written. I think you use like HTML tags if I correct, but maybe not. I'll see it. This is reading. Hi. Let's see if I did it correctly. And after a while, we just can go git status and say that we have two new on track files. Also, when we add, like we did before, git commit, m is added, git ignore, and readme. It's a good practice to say what you did on this on the commit and on what you're committing to make life easy for other developers. You go there, and afterwards we're gonna do what we did. Sorry. What we did here. Let me just go back to our repository. It's still empty, as you see. We are going to do this git remote at origin. We just put it there. It doesn't say nothing, but it's good. And it tells you to do this, but personally I like to do this. Git origin, git push origin master. In my case, that's what I use. But you can just put git push, git push, set up stream master to make it automatic, so you don't have to put master every time you say git push. You don't have to put origin master. But I like it as way because this I'm sure I will make conflicts by merging a branch when I don't need to do it, when it's not ready. We will talk about branch in a second. Now it's push into the remote repository. We'll click F5 and there is a readme. This is a readme. Hi. You can see that this is our text. This is a new Git repository, and we're going to do something that's called branch versioning. This is the master branch, and you can just go git branch. I don't know, new to by any chance, and this is going to be a branch that's going to be based off the master branch. Click there. We just say git branch / list. And we'll list all our branches, including which we are currently on master. To switch to a new tooth branch, we say git checkout new tooth. You can also use git switch branch or switch. I think, I'm sure, but I just like to use checkout preferably. See. You git switch branches. This is the git help command. It lists all the commands that you can do. The most common ones, because there are many. So CLS to clear the screen. And we can just say git status if we don't remember in which branch we're, branch new to. We will open a notepad. Wait a second there. Notepad. And we can just do, and this is a new branch. And just go like we did, git status. We modify the English.txt. We need to put git add to tell the program that we want to add this to version control. And then say git commit and added a new line for the branch. And we just say then git push origin, but in this case since we're pushing to the branch new tooth, we say we git push origin new tooth. Sorry. And then say new tooth had recent pushes done less than a minute ago. And you'll see it here. New tooth. And you will see that this English.txt says, and this is a new branch on the line 3. But if I go to master, it will only says, and hi, this is a new Git repository. That's version control. It helps you keep track the versions of your work. So when this work is ready, by the philosophy of one task, one branch, you finish what you're doing on this, finish what you finish. It's ideal that you do a pull request. I have not since used the merge commit for a while, and I'd rather not make it, in camera. So I'm gonna show you that you can go git merge, and then click the one that you want to the one that you want merge. But in order to avoid conflicts, which is when you have something on the same line on different versions of the different branches, so in different versions of the work, and you need to put you can only have one thing in the same line, so you need to decide which thing. And sometimes when it's difficult stuff like Unity scene, it's intense to discern how to fix it. You can, if you're not sure if your stuff will work or if it's not going to work and stuff, you can say new pull request. Oh, sorry. Compare pull request. And says here it's able to merge because there's, this is the one that's before and this is the one that we added, and there's no thing that's, conflicting. Say create pull request. You have someone to, to review it. There will show here, you can put request, you can put his approval. But in this case, you can just say merge pull request, confirm merge. And now what was only on here as this is a new branch, it will also be on the master. Hi, this is a new branch. And in order to, when you're someplace else, or you want to update, or it's on the remote, to the local, you say, well, first we need to switch branches to the master branch, git checkout master, and then say git fetch origin master. It will fetch whatever stuff it needs to be, and then it will say git pull origin master, and it will bring what we have on the remote, that's in here, to the local repository, that's in here. And now if we just say notepad, it will say, hi, this is a new repository, and this is a new branch. I will be back because my lighting just changed. So now you have the updated version of your work in master, because this is the one that you make builds, and this is the master branch, or the main branch is the important one. That's why it's called master or main. It's where you do all the things that's on master is supposed to work 100% without no known errors or bugs. And then let's say that you went to some other computer, you want to keep all your work. I'm just going to remove the folder so we can I can show you this, and you wanna say, hey, I wanna finish, but you're on another computer. You need your files. So you just go to your GitHub account, your repository. You click code, copy this link, and then you go to PowerShell 7, go git clone, copy the link. It will clone the version of your work that's on the remote, and you can just go. What was the name of the folder? I'm just going to just go ls cd to navigate through the directories, English test, but that your work there is as good as new. And let's actually let's try it. Notepad. See? Hi, this is a new repository and this is a new branch. And I think that's everything for Git 101. I hope you enjoy it. And well, just let me tell you that cd dot it's to go back in the documents. You are in English test, don't worry documents. If we go back, it will be in libsys, and if we go back, will be at the root of the folder. ls to list all the programs in that folder, and clear to make a new directory, new yum item to make a new file, whichever file you want, whichever extension you want. And I think that was everything for PowerShell and Git 101. I hope you guys enjoy it and have a wonderful day. This was the Jake Blake, and bye bye.